Hello, Ellie. Good morning from Australia. Welcome to If Innovation Could Talk.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, I see you've got a margarita in hand, so I can't help but ask you, what do you do at Imagine H20 apart from being the resident margarita maker, joke teller, and break dancer?
Oh my goodness, I get way too much credit for my breakdancing skills, but I am the program manager of the Accelerator at Imagine H20, which is the leading path to market for early stage companies in the water sector. And we were founded in 2009 after noticing this real gap in the market. There were plenty of incubators and other accelerator programs and resources for clean tech companies and software companies, but there was really this big gap in water, and it's really hard being a water entrepreneur. It's a super regulated industry. It's highly fragmented. It's really hard to navigate on both the municipal and industrial side of things. It can be really slow moving. You're oftentimes working with government agencies or these large conglomerates on the corporate side. And it can also be really hard to fundraise. There haven't really been that many exits in the water sector. So it's definitely an underfunded industry. So our main goal at Imagine H20 is to help these entrepreneurs overcome these challenges in their early stages of development and get them to market as fast as possible. So we do this through a range of mentor introductions, investor and customer introductions, hosting a range of topical webinars on startup fundamentals. We showcase them at industry events. We help them with their pitching and their storytelling. And over the past 12 years, we've worked with more than 150 companies that have deployed their solutions in more than 50 countries and have raised nearly 600 million in early stage investment.
That is amazing. Now, water is such an important issue for everybody, definitely in Australia, and there you are in the US as well. And it sounds like you actually work with a lot of different interest groups and stakeholders. So how do you actually collaborate or work with them to accelerate innovation?
Yes, that's a great question. I also failed to mention we have two other programs. So we work with companies all over the world, but we have a dedicated Asia accelerator, and we also have a Urban Water Challenge, which is an annual deployment competition where we award up to $100,000 to companies deploying their solutions in urban areas around the world. And so yeah, it's really around this collaboration with our global ecosystem. And we have, a range of really dedicated mentors, obviously a big portfolio of alumni, a lot of investors and end users that are really engaged in innovation in the water sector. And yeah, as you mentioned, it's definitely a growing industry, and there's a lot of growing interest around it. But I'll give you an example that's relevant to you. We're working with a company called Swan Systems in our 2021 cohort, and they have a software solution that helps farmers better manage their crops, which leads to lower costs and higher yields and ultimately just better food. They've really established themselves in Australia, and they're using the Imagine H20 program to break into the US market. So we have paired them with industry experts in agriculture. One of their mentors is the top guy in California agriculture. We are introducing them to a range of end users in our network that could be potential deployers of their solution, and also a range of investors that are just dedicated to ag companies.
You must be so proud of what you and the team can do to help make an impact on an important global issue. So, given what you have seen across the spectrum of innovation in the water sector, what is one piece of advice you would give to a new water entrepreneur?
A lot of times we see entrepreneurs entering the sector that they have this new shiny solution, but no actual problem that they're solving. So, it's really important for entrepreneurs to understand the pain and the misery of what their customer is currently going through and building a solution around that pain. So, the Swan team actually came from the farming industry and experienced the pain of not having data to help them make better decisions in the agriculture market. And they built their entire business around the pain that they experienced firsthand. So just really understanding your customer. And anytime you pitch your solution or your technology to investors or end users, lead with the pain and the problem, never lead with the solution, because you have to get people to care first about why your technology really matters.
I like that. That's really, really good advice. Ellie, congratulations on the good work. Keep it up. And thank you so much for sharing your insights and experience with us.
Yes, of course. I love being here. And I'm going to go finish my margarita.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.